Heatley, the Black Hand of Death.
This cocaine dealer was in Atlantic City, walking along the boardwalk, and who does he see? Easy to see, 6'7" the Black Hand of Death, Clarence Heatley. So this cocaine dealer knows him. He goes up to him, and they're talking, and they're just shooting the breeze about different things, and they get around to talking about Bobby.
Bobby Brown, of music fame, supposedly owed a drug dealer $25,000 in New Jersey.
The story goes, it made the rounds on the street time and time again. He was buying a lot of cocaine, he was partying heavy, and he owed a cocaine dealer $25,000.
This guy became very angry because he could never get a hold of Bobby Brown. So he meets up with Clarence and tells him the story. So Clarence says, here's $25,000. Let me deal with it. It's my problem now.
Bobby gets picked up, taken over to a gang safe house where, according to the story, he stripped and sort of hog-tied, which has got to be pretty scary for you.
They beat him up, and he pleaded with them to, for his life.
He's being tortured, and they called his wife, Whitney Houston.
She was told to pay a ransom, but it wasn't $25,000.
If you heard the story, now they demand $400,000. Whitney Houston decides to pay it.
Whether true or urban legend, the story was first revealed by Dave Collins, an ex-convict who worked for Heatley's preacher crew.
It's too good to be true, but the important thing is this. This story has been printed before in the tabloids in the States. Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown ignored it. They never denied it. They never said anything about it. But the one thing that is absolutely sure is it fits Heatley's M.O. Heatley did things like this all the time. In typical gangland style, the family was contacted by an anonymous male voice on the telephone that said, "We have Donnell, and we want $500,000. How do we know he's still alive? Come to 125th Street and Broadway."
In the bathroom of a McDonald's, police found a gruesome package, proof of life.
Inside a bathroom taped to a cup underneath the sink was the small right index finger of Donnell, and a tape of him being afraid, saying, "Mommy, they cut off my finger. I don't know what to do." They realized after a while that he'd seen their face and they weren't going to be able to let him go.
The boy's body was found dismembered in trash bags in Orchard Beach.
He was able to persuade people with some real silver and sweet oratory to do things that they never could have thought that they would do. He had a way with words. Hardly nobody in the South Bronx was willing to talk, because if you go and say it's a snitch, tell us something about the preacher crew, you're going to be dead.
Case to fruition.
In the early 90s, that task force has one goal: go after the preacher crew.
Involved with the gang before he left the police in 1987.
Some people become cops and then turn dirty. John Cuff became a cop in order to hide the fact that he's really a gangster. Almost from the moment that he became a cop, he was associated with the preacher crew.